I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go.
Hey guys, welcome to the Punk Rock Condition, where we explore, discover, and appreciate all things punk rock. If that interests you, please subscribe. Here on today's episode, we're doing episode 1 of Punk Rock Condition Perspectives, where I just kind of raise a question, sometimes serious, sometimes not so serious, about the genre, and just give my opinion on it and see if I can get some engagement from you guys in terms of whether you agree or disagree with me. And so the question that I'm posing today surrounds the term pop punk. What is pop punk, and how did we let them steal the term, and how can we get it back? As far as I'm concerned, pop punk is a very specific kind of punk rock that's characterized by it being very, very, very catchy, but it's typically stripped down, often 3-chord simple with simple little leads and very, very catchy bubblegummy choruses. It's a lot of fun. And bands like The Queers and Screeching Weasel and Teenage Bottle Rocket, just to name a few, are to me what pop punk is. For something to be pop punk, it has to be punk. And once something crosses over into the mainstream, it ceases to be punk. That doesn't mean that it ceases to be good. It just ceases to be punk. Okay? So for any fans of Blink and Green Day and Offspring and the like that are in the mainstream and being referred to as pop punk, it's just a mischaracterization. You know? So look, fucking punk was created as a countermeasure to the corporatization and commercialization of rock music back in the day, and rock music being turned into a fucking business. That's what punk is. And so even if Green Day and Blink were punk bands once upon a time, they were never pop punk bands. Pop punk is a very specific kind of punk. So what I want to do is I want to take a little tour real quick of a couple of bands that I consider to be pop punk. And can we agree that that's what it is? It's a simple little area of punk music where we're having lots of fun. I love pop punk. But the fucking bands, none of which I want to badmouth, that are in the mainstream being referred to as this, it does two things. It allows people who are fans of those bands to think that they're listening to punk music. And it shits on the bands that are actually doing it. So, let me play some fucking pop punk songs and let me know if anybody agrees with this take. Here we go. Let's play some good ones. Okay, so here we are taking a look at a playlist I threw together just to make my point. It's got most of, well, I don't know if it's all my favorite pop punk bands, but, you know, the good ones. The really, really good ones. So, yeah, let's just fucking rock down this list and give these real pop punk bands some credit and move on with our lives.
And now I just don't care what's going on outside this room. Things are getting better, my future's not too bright. Fuck the world, I'm hanging out with you tonight. I hear static when you talk. I hear static when you talk. No, you don't make any sense. It's all noise to me. I hear static when you talk. I hear static when you talk. No, you don't make any sense. It's all noise to me. I wanna feel my vessels popping in my eyes. I wanna die. I wanna die. Yeah, it's a real club, and you're not part of it. Got to shake, my body aches. How many pills should I take? Well, this body can't handle much more. Whatever the doc thinks I have, well, I don't need to know. I don't wanna go to the hospital. Now you said you're sorry. You were out of place, but we can't stand the sound of your lying face. Now you're covering up things just like a wine and beat and pop. But if no one's gonna kiss our rest, you better fuck her up. You better fuck her up. Some say it's a black hole, but this town is a place we call home.
Haven't listened to that one in a long time.
Just about the prettiest thing that I've ever seen. I've been waiting so long for a girl like you to come by. Tell me, baby, will you be mine for 25 to life?
All right, look, so I'm just putting it out there. That's some good shit right there. For anybody that happened to be coming across this that hadn't heard of those bands, man, I hope you dig that shit. But look, the other thing that was dawning on me as I was listening to that stuff is it's also kind of characterized by like not taking itself too seriously, you know? There's always a good sense of humor. You can kind of write a song about anything and turn it into a pop punk song, and it's all good. So to me, that more or less covers it. I mean, and what I was saying earlier about, you know, punk rock in the mainstream, so to speak, punk rock is supposed to be subversive. It's supposed to be anti-authoritarian. So once it crosses over into the mainstream, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. It just ceases to have the right soul to qualify. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just pisses me off because I feel like the term has been inappropriately co-opted, and the more fucking time that goes on that the term is used to describe bands that have a punk aesthetic, that look like a punk band or that vaguely sound like a punk band, and then they're popular, so we call it pop punk. Pop music is popular. It's pop music. Blink and Green Day and Offspring and the like, they're popular. There's nothing wrong with that. They're mainstream rock bands. Big whoop. Good for them. I still got lots of love for them. It just ain't pop punk. So, let me get out of here while I border on being redundant and leave it to you. What is your opinion of pop punk? Do you believe that the term has been co-opted and stripped of its initial meaning? And do we need to, as the punk community, pull it back and reappropriate it and make sure that everybody knows what real pop punk is, and let the real pop punk bands get the credit they deserve and the love they deserve for being what they are? So yeah, that's going to do it for episode 1 of PRC Perspectives. Not trying to be controversial here, but I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say, if anything. So yeah, see you on the next one.